Folks, as you come and go, make your way through that Mint Speed shop. We got all kinds of our Sly Fox merch out there. We got DrifterCross merch, Bagger Racing League merch in there, t-shirts, flannels, hoodies. We got you for all seasons at Mint Speed shop. Stunt House Nick coming at us. The 555 late model Dyna right there, locked up into obstacle one. Bike tried to hook on him a little bit, pulls it back in. Sliding his way around, looking for it. He was looking real good earlier. Maybe tried a few things and maybe it's not going his way. Obstacle number 2 cleared into 3. Loads himself up for that nice right-hander right there. No, not happy. Stunthouse Nick ain't having it. We seen him put together some real nice runs earlier in the day, so he doesn't want nothing to do with that one. He said, dump that one. I don't want it. Derek Taylor on the line right now. No. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, I messed it up from a distance. Travis Stevens, Birdman, on the line right now. Late on the Dyna, fired up, shooting down into obstacle number 1. Birdman making his way through. Tire sticking on him out there. Into number 2. Hits that brake mark, swings it around for that left-handed 360, catches it just a little bit on the way out. Got to find the right line, hit the brake mark. Tight technical deal out there. Into the final obstacle. Brake is locked. He's out on the clutch. Last turn, putting up a fight. He says, that's got some grip, dude. He'll be back up. Give us another shot at it. Coming off a ranch in Colorado, busting out the cowboy boots. Dylan out here ready to slide this Dyna. Getting it all fired up, ready to rock. Giving a little love to the crowd on the way out there. This is the same bike we just saw Luke ride in that Get Vertical Stunt Limbo. Luke and Dylan sharing a bike today. Getting that thing up in RPM, getting himself set up. Here we go. Oh, man. Riding a borrowed bike definitely has its share of issues. Oh, man. Sets it down. Let's put our hands together for Dylan out there, sliding that beautiful looking bike around, lays it down for you, giving it everything he's got. Definitely not willing to blame the cowboy boots at all for that. His buddy Luke standing over here like, bro, come on. I just made us look so good on that thing in the drift limbo. I do believe they're going to hit up a Nike shoe store after this. Putting the boots on the ground. He says heading to Boot Barn. Luke needs some too. Phoenix Hot Boy back on the line right now. We saw him go out and compete in that stunt limbo game with Get Vertical. Phoenix Hot Boy got the go ahead. Sending it on out there on the Dyna. Locked up out there into that big ass curve deal. Tight transition right there. Tough to get that thing to curl back in like that. Look at him rolling through into number 2. Brake is locked. Big left-handed 360 around this deal. Shoots himself across the course into obstacle 3. Oh man, it bit on him on the way out. Caught a little bit of traction, shot him off straight. Hear that thing screaming. Throttle control at play. Phoenix Hot Boy out the gate. I know who's coming up next, but you guys don't. But you're gonna after this, I bet. This dude has won 4 DrifterCross events consecutively. Our last 4 stops, Corey Tusinski has been the man on top of the podium. It's been a tight one, but he's managed to pull it off every time. Wearing that tire in a little bit down there, Corey Tusinski about to come out and give you one of his first runs of the day. Showed up a little late. Was that another deal? That's all right. We knew he'd be here. Corey has been putting money in the bank at DrifterCross lately. He's unstoppable, it seems. We'll see if somebody out here can do the trick. Corey on the line, getting the go-ahead, checking out how the tire feels. Down into obstacle 1. The brake is locked up. Sets himself up nicely. The suspension on this bike, very well dialed. Corey happy to have specific suspensions, his own deal up front. Suspension builder by trade. Out here showing off what his stuff does. Man, slides it out just a little bit. Says, I'm going to finish this thing out, see what I think of this deal. Shooting across into the final obstacle. Corey Tusinski making his way around nice and clean. Throttle control, rolling smoke out the gate. Corey Tusinski, not a bad first run. A little spot, I guarantee you he's going to clean up. Extremely skilled rider right there. Coming up on the Loner Dyna. This one's his bike though. He's not the guy borrowing. This is Luke out here on the two-tone 707 Dyna. Launching that thing. Ripping down there into turn 1. Nice clean left. Makes the execution. Switches it up for that right. Swings it a little wide. Catches it. Keeps the run alive, shoots himself out into obstacle number 2. He's all over this thing, sliding around this place. Right across the course. Front end getting a little wild on him right there. Bike bouncing, trying to catch some traction. Looks like it's getting pretty sticky out there in number 3. RPM's way up. Beautiful job on turn 4 right there. Sends his way out the gate. All in all, pretty clean run for Luke right there. I gotta get a name yet. Showed up late. I think it possibly Easy J, not totally sure. Get that data in here in just a few. Knocking a little heat in the tire right here. Getting ready to launch this thing, get it underway. Second shot at it today. Showed up a little late. Still wanted to get in and ride. Nice straight launch out into the finish. Start 1. Into obstacle 1. Sets himself up. This is only his second run of the day here. Let's see how he gets through. Got to learn this thing as you go. You guys have seen how some of these boys have struggled this afternoon. Especially that first obstacle. Tough, tight deal. Working his way around number 2. Had to get a little clutch adjustment right there. Through number 3, into obstacle 4. Bike is wound up, tires spinning, makes his way through, heading out the finish gate. Putting the pieces together here. Not a bad shot for the second run of the day.
I know it's hard.
Dom 829 back on the line right now, ready to get started, ready to get it underway. Dom rolling back into the stunt scene, just finished rebuilding this dyno and been out here tearing it up. Sliding his way into obstacle number 1. Big left right there. Makes that transition, switches it up, swinging right. Out back around it to the right. Rolling on out into obstacle number 2. Brake mark hit, locked up, sliding around. Makes that 360 out around there. Into number 3. Dom looking really clean out here this weekend. Into the final obstacle, all over the brakes. Sideways before he even gets through it. Dom is rolling. Dom is feeling the course. Looking real good out there. Nice run for Dom. Dom is calling it out. He said he's coming for Corey's crown. Corey, you got trouble out here with Dom. Said he's coming for you. Looking to take down the king. Derek Taylor's on the line. He's ready to go. Making his way down through. Great looking bike here. Custom paint on it. Oh. Hopping and hooking. Not what you want to see out here when you're trying to drift a Harley. What do we got going on here? All right, so Derek Larson. Derek Larson got down there, saw something on the track, piece of a bike. Looks like it's Dom's. Dom, who's coming for Corey, got parts falling off of the bike. Wait. Oh, it's Corey's. Corey, your stuff's falling apart. Come on, man. So we're going to give Derek another shot at it out here. Oh, man. Now what fell off of Corey's bike? So we gave another shot at it. We don't expect somebody to go out there and try the thing if there's any risk to the bike, any risk to themselves. Glad he spotted that thing, got it off the course for himself. Luke coming back at us now. We saw him make it pretty far in the vertical game. Get vertical stunt limbo. We saw him get real far in that. Cleaning the tire off out here in the starting line, ready to launch this thing. Luke coming back at us. Picking an RPM, launches the bike. Throws himself back in that seat, trying to keep the bike hooked up. Throw the weight over the back tire into obstacle 1, working his way through it. Catches that transition right there. That is a tough switch up right there. On and off the throttle, chopping the thing away around. Trying to get himself set up for obstacle 2. Gets it through into 3 right now. Rolling on through obstacle 3. Sliding this thing out. Final obstacle, number 4. Brake is locked, tires rolling smoke. Sending it on through. Kicking feet all over the place. Having a good time out here. Luke wrapping up another round. Getting it fired up and onto the line next is Cyrus Diaz, all the way out of California. Cyrus has not missed a single DrifterCross event yet. Been all over the country. He's followed us the whole way. He's had to put transmissions in this bike hours before the event. I think he had to have some things fixed up this weekend. Cyrus clicking second, putting the front end up in the air. Into obstacle 1, sliding through. Cyrus loves a tight technical course. Making it out of obstacle number 1, nice and clean. Into number 2, this left-handed 360 right here. Swinging that thing around. Shoots across the course into number 3. Right-handed slide. Whoa, catches it just a little bit outside of the line he wanted. Through obstacle 4, catching it. Bike hook, sends the front end way up in the air through the finish line. Way to go, Cyrus Diaz, putting on a show. Bubba coming back at us right now on the big road glide. Grabbing second, coming out of there, smoking the tire. Into obstacle number 1, sliding around. Bubba's been working his way through this course, trying to piece it together today. First time out here, let's see. First time running DrifterCross, that is. Not the first time hitting the track today. He's working on it. This is looking like a real good run for Bubba. He's putting all the pieces together. This is the one he's been looking for. Oh, man. I got to stop giving people compliments. Screws them every time. Bubba's shaking off obstacle number 3. Into number 4. Bubba worked his way through obstacle 1 and 2 real nice. Did a hell of a job getting through number 1 down there on the Big Road King. Trick Bike Trent taking another shot at the course now. Into obstacle 1, sending it around. Bike looking a lot more planted than it was on previous runs. Maybe made some adjustments to it. Oh, swings it a little wide out there. Shoots his way out for number 2. Left-handed 360, laying it around. Beautiful cloud coverage rolling out over the mountain. This place is nice. I like Colorado. Trick Bike Trent rolling through obstacle 3. Sets himself up for number 4. The brake is locked. Oh, tire wanting to bite for him. Trent was telling me this place is way more sticky than he was anticipating. He didn't think this tire would grip the way it is. Said he's going to throw a burner on the thing tonight. Sammy Taylor out here knocking the dust off the tire. Brings his way to the line. Sammy Taylor is underway, locking that thing up. Big slide into obstacle 1. Works his way around that left. Hits that transition for that right. Out into number 2. Catches it with a foot just a little bit on the way in. Oh, man. Bike catches. Little bit of traction goes a long way. You see the horse grabbing that tire right there. Brings the bike to a halt. Way laid out right there. Let's hear it for Sammy Taylor. Having a little fun before he gets out on the course here. On a starting line, ready to rock. We have launched the bike, making its way on into number 1. Locked up, swings the thing around for a left. Makes that transition for that right. Getting up on it, trying to keep the weight off the back tire, keep it spinning a little bit. Trying to slow drift, but it's faster than if the bike catches traction and throws him off his line. A little bit of strategy right there in that maneuver, honestly. Into obstacle 3, clutches out, keeping that thing rolling around. Brings it into 2, brake lock, sets his point. Nice clean left. Nice run right there. Putting it together. I believe that's only his 3rd shot at the track, and he's looking real good on that run. That was nice. Dom 829 back at us right now. Dom coming out here looking to be the King Slayer. Says he's taking down Corey Tusinski this weekend. Trying to drop an elbow drop on Corey's success. Looking good out here. Sets himself up for obstacle number 2. Swinging around, dragon foot. Into 3. Looking real good for Dom out here. Keeping that tire spinning. Swings his way out into 4. Brake lock, swinging around. Oh, man. That slasher wheel straight out of 1997 rolling across the line. Nice run for Dom. Big old bag of time. The Sly King. Gabe Scott coming at you. New suspension on board of this thing. Gabe making his way down into obstacle number 1. Hits that setup on that transition beautifully on the bagger. Swings it around. Out into number 2. Gabe looking real good in that tight technical corner with a real big bike. That is not an easy task. Into number 3. Laying the thing down. Bags just barely clearing the ground right there. Into number 4. Swings it around. Grabbing brake all over it coming out the gate. Nice run for Gabe Scott. Hooligan Stunts warming the tire up. On his friends. Letting it eat. Launching the bike, we are underway. Here we go. Brake, lock, skidding tire into that first one. Tearing tires up out here at Sly Fox Performance DrifterCross. Swings a little wide on the exit, but into turn number 2. He is set up, swinging around this thing. Shooting straight across. Into 3. Locks it in. Big right-hander finished up. Into 4 for this last left-hander. Swings it like it ain't nothing. Hooligan Stunts out here swinging that thing. Birdman also warming the tire. Out into obstacle number 1. Locked up. Makes his way around nice and tight. Handles that transition, that switch up. Got to change direction out there. Oh, man. Bike hooked on him. Front end got light. Working his way through number 2. Into number 3. Sets himself up nicely. Bike laying down low. Oh, just a little tight. Had to make sure he cleared that barricade. Into obstacle 4. Birdman, hooty hoo. Oh, hi, Gabe Scott. Dylan, covered in some cowboy boots, coming back out here on his buddy Luke's Dyna, sending his way around out here, working through obstacle number 1. That tight change up, shooting into number 2. Sets himself up. Oh, tire catching, bike bouncing. That is not the line you want to see out here at DrifterCross. Phoenix Hot Boy taking another shot at the course out here, sliding his way around. Obstacle number 2 underway. Sends it across the way for number 3. Locked up, sliding right. The Phoenix Hot Boy, no stranger to the stunt game. The bike has been out. Corey Tasinski also warming the tire. Getting it broke in. Corey underway. Drag race launch keeps the bike hooked up into obstacle number 1. Swinging around, makes that transition nice and easy. Very skilled rider right here. 4 consecutive DrifterCross wins for Corey, AMA champion. Obstacle number 3 underway, following it around with the foot a little bit, checking himself just a little, slides it into the last one, turn 4, out, underway, hanging off the bike. Corey Tasinski looking real good out here today, bringing some heat for these boys to try and catch. Coming at us out here on his Dyna, sending on down into obstacle number 1, swinging this thing around, makes that transition nice and clean. Through obstacle number 2, on his way out into 3 right there, gets himself set up. Luke looking really clean out here today on this thing. First time competitor out here. Obviously no stranger to the stunt scene. Swinging through under power. Nice run for Luke. Derek Larson on the line right now. Beautiful paint job on this Harley. Looking really good out here. Derek Larson, you are all set. Gonna start sending Derek an invite to head out to the course. I think it's gonna work. Don't tell me Corey's stuff is falling apart some more. Yeah, stalling out, blaming Corey for parts. He's probably got him in his pocket, just chucking them out anytime it goes wrong. Catching a little bit more traction than he wanted out there. Bike is sticking, trying to drive him straight, not getting that slide that he's looking for. There it is. Luke is coming back at us now on the start line, getting ready to get things underway. Good to go. Picks an RPM point, slow rolls the bike out there, laying out on the clutch. Making his way through obstacle number 1 out here. Luke is underway into number 2. Whoa, slides it out just a little too much. Keeps on it though. Saves that thing out into number 3. Brake mark. Clutches out. Tire spinning. Rolling some smoke. Got some mile per hour going to it now. Into obstacle 4. Locked up. Slides it out around. Luke looking pretty good out here. Having some fun. Laying the thing down. Just about dragging primary on the way out of here. On the line now, the Pink Pig, Cyrus Diaz is out here. Coming at you from California. Front end getting light, the TBR pipe screaming out there. Cyrus Diaz down into obstacle number 1, swinging around out there. Having a ball at our DrifterCross qualifying day. Tomorrow we're going to roll back into more action. We're going to get into the final show of it. We're going to crown a champion out here. Someone's going to win themselves a prize. Nice little cash purse for somebody. Coming through the final obstacle. Out the finish line, Cyrus Diaz. Bubba certified, back on course now. Rolling out there on the big old Road King. Trying to piece together a nice clean run here today. He's been chipping away at it, figuring out pieces little by little. Rolling through obstacle number 2, out into 3. This is where we saw him get caught up last time. Let's see what he's got for it now. Making his way around, Bubba looking all right there. Locks it up into number 4. Hits himself a spot. Bubba's got himself a run coming together. Bubba certified, putting together a run. Best one of the day for him. Finally got all the pieces to fall into place. First time out here competing in DrifterCross. Bubba, nice run for you, bud. Nice run. Last run of the day right here. Riders, stick around after this run. We want to get with you real quick, get some things prepped and figured out for tomorrow. Birdman back at us on the track, trying to fly through, live up to the name. Into obstacle 1. Front end digs way down when he said it. Cost him a little bit of time right there, sliding his way through. Shooting out into obstacle 2. Locked up, heading left. Catches the pylon. Not what he's looking for. Birdman working on putting the pieces together. Going to try and get it honed in for tomorrow. This is going to close out our action for today. Thank you, folks, for sticking around on the fence line here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to give somebody a cash prize. We're going to crown somebody a champion out here at Four Corners Rally, Durango, Colorado. Thank you all for coming out. If you like what you see, go take a look at our sponsors out there. We got Lexan on board, Sly Fox Performance, Get Vertical is here with us, Black Widow Investigations, LaPera on board, Fueling. If you are riding in this event, we need your transponder back if you're heading out. All right, guys, we're out here with Ryan Carusi from Carusi Originals. You've all seen him online, out here checking out the show. Ryan's got a little message for some of the riders out here. We know you guys like to have a good time. Let's go ahead and give Ryan a minute, hear what he's got to say.
Yo, my message is this stuff is awesome. It's a really good time, but let's keep it off the street, please. It'll keep me out of jail. So, that being said, have a good time. Don't be tearing the streets down in Durango. Respect the city, respect the town. Have a good time, but don't be an asshole, please.
Thank you.
It's a privilege for them to have us out here. Let's go ahead and respect it, and we can keep rallies like this going. We've got a place for you to come out and have a good time. We've got lots. We've got private spots to do it. Young Blood Clay showing up.
Thank you.
All right, so if you are still sticking around and you rode in the event, we need your transponders back to get charged up for tomorrow. We want you to stick around. We're going to have a little interview sesh, get things all ironed out for tomorrow. So if you rode today, we need you to stick around for just a little bit. Thank you all. I just found out that one of our riders got a little bit older today. Birdman turning 32 today. Happy birthday to Birdman. God dang. It's about the time the old knees start popping too. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for coming out and spending it with us. All right, riders, just a heads up. We want you here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock tomorrow. That's an hour after 1 o'clock, 1 hour before 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is when we want you here. Hold up one finger, hold up another. That's 2. 2 o'clock is when we want you here. If you are racing in DrifterCross, we want you here at 2 o'clock.